Alright there folks, welcome back to another episode, and today we're talking trolleys, okay. This is mine, it's the Matrix 4-wheel trolley, basically. I upgraded to this from one of the old Preston 2-wheel ones, and I was having real struggles lifting and pushing a barrow due to my back, so a 4-wheel option was the only option, basically. I managed to pick this up. It was used when I got it, but it was in mint condition, and you know what? I can't really fault it. I know people have had issues with the welds going and stuff like that. And it is a concern, I will admit, because looking at some of the welds, they're not the best, really. The material is dead thin, the welds don't look particularly strong, and there's a few warning things that a few people know, but they don't really share, and this is what I want to share with you today, okay? The trolley itself, mega stable, but it does rattle a lot. Unless you're on really, really flat ground, things are going to wobble and things are going to come loose, okay? Now, I've been using this, and I had a short walk. It was about 200 yards from the van to my peg, and then back, and it was fine getting there. Then on the way back, one of the wheels actually came out. The screw had rattled loose and the wheel had just came out, so it's something to bear in mind, okay? Now, the other thing with these barrows is that you're not supposed to, when you get to a corner, you're not supposed to lift it and turn it like that because of the weight. You're supposed to push down on the handles and turn it like that. Now, the reason they don't want you lifting up is because the welds on these joints here are not particularly good, and that is a weak point, basically. It is going to break. Now, the other point that I'm going to point out straight away is when you've got this set up, depending on how wide you need it. I mean, I've got it set quite wide because I carry quite a lot of gear. But if you're loading it up, you must put your seat box on first, because if not, I mean, I've set this up before when it's been quite short, and I've put my bait bag in this end pocket here, and it's literally tipped the trolley up. It is that sensitive on these back wheels, and you've got to put the wheels in this way, because if you put them in the other way, they don't tighten up properly because of the screws on the base of the handles, basically. It's just not really been thought out properly. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic trolley, and I do recommend you get one. Just be aware of the niggles and the hassles, though. And the other issue that you've got, or you're probably gonna get if you're not careful, is, like I said before, if you're on uneven ground or rough terrain, things are gonna shake loose, okay? And mine is no exception. If we tip it up like that, you can see on the back, both sides have come out and these have rattled out, so they've had to be replaced with something a bit more substantial and a bit more grip. And I've actually got some of the thread glue stuff in then to stop them coming out. Now, that has worked so far, but the issue I've now got is I've always got to have my trolley at that length, basically, which is a pain in the butt. Now, it's not too bad for me because obviously I've got the van, I can slide it under this side of the van there. It's nice and neat, out of the way. It's not an issue. But if you've got a car and you're taking it apart, putting it back together again, just be aware you're going to have some issues. Now, if you compare this to, say, the MAP 4-wheel barrow, I've never heard any complaints of the 4-wheel from MAP, so that could be the better option. If you must buy the Matrix, then buy one. They're a solid trolley, but just be aware of the niggles, okay? I've had this 18 months, and I can live with the niggles, to be fair, because it does what it says. I'll keep my eyes on the welds, obviously, to see if any are going, but so far they've not, and it's never really let me down. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Cheers.